Welcome to this tutorial. It's a pleasure having you once again. It's Creativity Academy. Yeah. In this tutorial video, we'll be designing a product package for like a milk drink product package for that. So now, without further ado, let's get into business. Now the first thing we do now is to what? Set our image size. Let's delete this text. So we have to set our image size. That is what we'll be designing on. So just come over here, click on image size, and I'll be making this 9 by 16. Okay, so you can see what we have. So now the next thing to do now is to change the background color. Come over here, click on color, and we'll be making use of white. Okay, so after that, now the next thing to do now is to go over to, let's go over to gallery to bring in the image you want to use for this. So the image I'm making use of is this. Yes, as you can see. Then I'll come over here and just adjust it like so. Adjust it, make sure it's properly adjusted. So you can see what we have here. Just try to come up with something really good. Okay, having done that now, the next thing I'll be doing now is to go over to the layer panel and pin this down. So now I'll go back to gallery again and bring in the other image I want to use, which is this. Okay, as you can see, let's adjust this to the proper size we want to make it one. So come over here, I'll be adding a stroke to this. Come over to stroke. Okay, a white stroke now. Let's see what we have. Okay, things is cool. So now I'm just adjust it like so and bring it down. I think the stroke is too much. Let me just reduce the stroke a little bit. Okay, it's cool like this. So now having done that, the next thing I'll be doing now is to come over to gallery now. So let me go back to gallery again. Let me first pin this down as well. So now to gallery, from gallery I'll bring in another image, which is this cow image. Okay, so as you can see now, so let me try to adjust the size of the cow. Adjust the size as well. Adjust it. So after adjusting the size of this, then I cannot change the color. I want to change the color of this cow. Yes, I want to change the color. So I'm making use of something like white. Yeah, white is very cool. So now try to adjust it properly and place it like so. Okay, so having done that now, so the next thing now is to come over to text. So I'll be adding text to this now. Edit text. So the name of this. Okay, you can see now text now. So come over here now and what? And try to change the color of this text, and as well change the color of the text, and change the font of this text. Let me just change the color, which is white as well. So just come over here and change the font of this text. Change the font of this text now. So making use of let me look for a text like a font I can use here. A suitable font. Let me see this. Okay, let me make use of this. So as you can see, oh, this font is too. Let me see how that font I can make use of. Okay, let me go with this. So now let me just try to let me try to adjust the size of these fonts. Let me adjust the size of these fonts. So just the size, like so. So place it here. So the next thing now to do now is to, let me just come over here and try to align it to the center. Okay. Let me align this as well to the center. Then having done that now, the next thing I'll be doing now is to go over to text again. Text, edit text, and I'll be typing milk. Okay. Then I'll come down, just bring it down here, and I'll just go over to fonts and change the font of this text to font, and I'm making use of this font. Okay, so as you can see what we have, let me try to adjust the size of this font of this text. Over the size, let me adjust the size. You can see what we have. Now change the color of this text to white. The color of this to white. Okay. So you can see, let me try to reduce the size. Okay. Then let me try to reduce. I think this is too. Okay. Okay. And this as well. Center. And this. Center. Okay. So now the next thing I have to do now is to, let me just come over here, let me pin all of this down. So let me go over to my text again. Text, edit, text. And I'm just going to type taste. Okay. So then I have to, okay, just come down like so, bring it down here, and I'm just gonna type. So I'll be changing the color of this and the fonts. Color white, then the fonts. I make the font something like, okay. So let me just come over here and align it to the center. Okay. So having done that, the next thing I'll be doing now is to, come over to this text now. I want to duplicate this text, this milk. Come over here, copy, as you can see. So I'll be changing the color to black, something like black, as you can see. So just gonna black. Let me first see how it goes. Okay, now let me change the color to, let me make the color, click on this. I click on this plus icon. I want to choose it from here. Click on this and let me choose one of those colors. Okay. So what I did is I click on this plus here, plus icon here. Then I click on this. Okay. Then I just click on this box here to choose the color I want to make use of. This. And I click on it. And I choose, and I click on the blue parts, right? So I wanted to choose this the color from this cow. I'm just gonna click on the cow box and just choose the color there. So but I want to choose the color, the blue color, right? So now having done that now, the next thing I'll be doing now is to come over to, let me just try to adjust this a little bit more. So now, let me come over here and let me still add something. Let me see what I can still add to this to make this, look more beautiful. Let me just add another text. I just type in okay, let me use the natural text as well. It's just natural. Wow, I wrote natural. Oh, wow, natural. Natural taste. Okay. Then I'll change the color as well. Come over to color. Now I'll change the font. Okay, why don't I just, let me delete this. Let me just duplicate this once and for all. This particular one, this natural here. Let me just duplicate it, copy. So that's a very easy one to do. So come over to color, then click on this blue. Okay, then I'll come over to, okay, I think the font is good, but I would still like to come over to fonts. Let me see if I can use another font for this. Okay, so my fonts, let me see if I can use something like this, natural taste. Okay, so let me just align this to the center. Okay, like so. But I have to make this smaller while I make the milk bigger. Okay. Okay, so line to the center, like so. So now the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm just go over to my shape. I'm bringing a circle, like so. So now I'll be changing the color of this circle as well. Go over to color. I'm making use of this blue. Okay, let me pin this down first so that I don't get to touch them again. So just try to adjust them like so, and just place it here, somewhere around here. Okay, so now having done that, now what I will do next is I'm just gonna go over to my so I'm just gonna go over to my text now, to the text, edit, and I'll click on 100% pure. Okay, 100% pure. I didn't put percent here. 100% pure. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use my hand. I'll use my hand to drag this down, this, so that I can have the pure under the 100%. Just use your hand to drag down like so. You can see. Okay, then adjust it like so, and I'll try to change the color of this as well as the font. Let me go over and change the fonts now. Let me make use of let me use memory fonts. Okay, bring it down, and I'll change the color as well, the color of this. So I will change the color of this text now. So white color. Okay. So let me reduce the size of this. Okay, so I have to adjust. think I'll be adjusting this down a little bit. This milk and natural. Let me just try to merge the two together. Merge. So I can move these two at a time. Let me merge these two together as well. These three. 1, 2. Okay. Circle and 100%. Okay. Like so. I'm bring this to the center. Okay, what I'll do next is that I'll bring in this, I'll be duplicating this cow, duplicate this, copy, let me pin this down. I'll change the color of the cow to blue. Okay, so that's what we have. Let's bring this down like so. I'll bring this cow down a little bit. The next thing I'll do now is to bring in the logo for this. The logo. I'm going over to gallery. I'm bringing in the logo. This is the logo I want to use. Let's try to adjust it. Okay, so now I'll adjust the size of this logo. Just come over to test and just type something. And just come over to test and type something like I'm just trying to improvise. Build with this milk. Just place it here like so. And now to the center, and just bring it so. Okay, so let me change the font of this. So I'm looking at the reset fonts. Okay, so just try to like reduce the size. I'll make the color blue. So Okay, so having done that, now the next to do is to save our work. I'm coming over to this and save as. Let me see if I can still add something else. I think it's cool like this. Okay, save as image. That's how. Save to gallery. Okay, and the next thing now is to apply our design to the markup. So we'll be applying our design, what we'll design to the mockup to make it look more presentable. Right. Okay, that's the next thing we'll be doing. So this is the part where we'll be applying what we designed to a mockup so that it can be more beautiful and presentable. So we'll be making use of a particular app which is Pixallab. As you can see, this is the app I'm talking about. This particular one, Pixallab, you can see. So what I'll do now is that I will be clicking on it to open it now. So once I open it, the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'll be clicking on. I'll be making use of a background first. The background, I want to make use of a white background. So after selecting the white background now, the next thing I'll do now is to come over here and click on add photo. So once you click on add photo, so I will select the mockup I want to use for this. The mockup is the mockup. So I click on add after selecting it. Then the next thing now is to adjust the size of the mockup to your preferred size. Then come over through and we'll look for adjust. As adjust, click on adjust and reduce the brightness of this mockup. Reduce the brightness. Then click on this mark sign here. So now having done that, now the next thing to do now is to bring in the design we just made by clicking on add photo, and we're bringing in the design which is this. Click on it, click on add, then just kind of try to like adjust it properly. You have to be very, very patient while doing this so that you have a very good results. Okay, so once you are done with this, you click on this this mark icon here, sign here. So after doing that, I wanted to apply blend to that. I didn't do that. So let me go back and reapply the design so that it should look more realistic. I also have applied blending mode to it, which I didn't do initially. So let me just quickly do that. So just make sure you do the adjustment properly. That's the reason why we are making use of this app, because Pixallab does not have that kind of function, that blending mode. That's why we're making use of Pixallab. So after you are done with the adjustment, just through like this and look for blend. You can see blend, click on blend, then you can choose the one that will be more suitable. You can see overlay is very, very good here. So you can click on overlay, you can see what we have, and click on this mark sign up here. The next thing now is to work on the top of this, to change the color of the top. It's not more presentable like this. So just click on add photo, and I'll be making use of a blue background, then click on add. Then you just make the adjustments, just adjust it to where you want it to be, like so. Then click on blend as well and adjust the blending mode to overlay. Okay, so you can see what we have. As you can see, there is a white spot here, which we need to take care of. So what we do now is to click on add photo. So we're using the blue color to cover that side. This is the mockup is like that, but some mockup are not going to be like that. But this mockup is not so perfectly done like that. So just try to like cover that small space up. Get, so just try to adjust it like so. So you can see what we have. Just click on it. Let's try to add blend to this. Just let's see the one will be okay. Okay, I think this darkening is good, right? Just click on it. So you can see what we just did now. You can see this is one way of presenting a product's package design. You get, so you can see how beautiful this is. You can see how beautiful this is. So the next thing now is just to save this, to download this. So you can click on this icon here to do that. So that is just that about that. So thank you very much for watching. See you later.